I'm Mary Frances Hoots reporting with TNHSFO.com. Today I'm at Nissan Stadium, about to head inside to catch up with some former NFL greats on the importance of youth and high school football.
When I think about football, for me, tracking back on my life, football has been the vehicle towards the best things in my life. Everything, and I don't think you need to play in the NFL or you need to play in college for that to be the case.
I got to be in the NFL for 14 years, and what I did to get to that opportunity, first it started with school, right? Like all of y'all in high school, eh?
Product of Tennessee high school football. What advice did you give those kids in there?
Well, I think the biggest piece of advice that came out of all the sessions for us was just talking to them about how to handle failure and to realize when you fail on the football field, use that as a learning lesson and don't believe that you're soft or you shouldn't be out there or whatever just because you failed or you lost that block or lost that game or dropped that ball. It's about how you respond, and that was something that really came to my mind when we started talking to the young high school athletes.
And so you weren't highly recruited out of high school, and then you were taken in the first round of the NFL draft. So what do you say to keep players motivated who are overlooked by college coaches?
Well, if you love the game and you love being part of the game, stay in the game. Just stay in it, keep working. You never know what opportunity is going to come your way. And just because you don't go to a Power 5 school and you have 15 offers and you're a 5-star doesn't mean you can't be a great football player. And it's about your work ethic, it's about how you treat people, and really about your focus and how you view yourself.
So what values does football teach you that correlate to the rest of your life?
Well, the same values I use now in my life and trying to be a successful husband, a father, a coach, and a mentor or a businessman, it's about being able to accept constructive criticism. Football taught me that. Being accountable, being responsible, learning how to work within a team concept, resiliency, all those things. The game of football was the platform that I learned those characteristics that have made me successful this far.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously you've played football at every level. What was so appealing about coming back to the high school level to coach?
Oh, that's a great question. I didn't want to coach in college or the pros. Too much time. It's a big time commitment. And I had just got done playing in the NFL, so I was looking forward to spending time with my family. And I also had have two boys that were playing high school football, and I wanted to coach them. It was actually pretty simple. An opportunity came up, a head coaching job at the school I'm at still. That was almost 7 years ago, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I love coaching at the high school level.
And so how important do you think it is to have a strong mentor at the high school level for success going forward, even to college or even the NFL?
Well, I don't think you can have enough good mentors in your life. I was real fortunate growing up that I had some really good mentors, coaches. They were my coaches, my baseball coaches, my football coaches, my dad, a lot of guys that were around that were just really good influences on me. They were firm, they were fair, they were encouraging. Sometimes they got after me when I needed it. And they taught me about the game of football, and they taught me about life, and I benefited so much by having those men around me. And so, my hope is to be that for the kids I'm coaching. That's the ultimate goal. Now, we try to win games and we have fun, and Friday nights are great, but really is about developing these young men and getting them ready for when they leave high school.
And so if there's one quality a high school quarterback needs coming out of high school into college, what do you think it would be?
Oh, just one. I think I'm going to say work ethic. If a high school kid gets the opportunity to play college, he probably already has the skill set. He could probably throw or run or a little bit of both. But to take the next step, you got to work. That was my experience. I worked real hard when I got to college because I knew that if I didn't, I wasn't going to last long. So having a good work ethic, a love for the game, being coachable, being a good teammate, all those are equally as important. But I'm going to go with hard work because it's the only way to have success, not only in football or anything else.
Great, thank you.
My pleasure.
Coach, describe the feeling of winning your first state title with Oakland.
Absolutely wonderful. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. Of course, A lot of things fell in play for us, went our way, and sometimes you got to get a little lucky. So we were very fortunate to win it.
And what do you think your players were able to take away from today to help them both on the field and off the field?
You know, I think it was neat to hear some of these former players talk about when they were in high school and some of the growing pains they went through and how they overcame a lot of obstacles. So hopefully our guys learn from that.
And how do you help your players navigate the college recruiting process, especially when a lot of college coaches are overlooking players that you believe would be do very well at the collegiate level?
You know, I think the film doesn't lie. I think if they really want to get noticed, they are what the film says they are. So I think they can help themselves out a lot by doing really well on Friday nights. I think that's one of the most important things. But also they can help themselves out by going to camps this summer. You know, camp season's right around the corner. And then, of course, having yourself a nice portfolio that includes good grades and good attendance. And then, of course, a lot of the intangibles that go with, you know, being a great teammate. Hopefully they show up on time. When they're there, they're working. And, of course, want to make sure they stay out of trouble.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
All right, appreciate it.